Excuse me, do you work in finance? What is the value that you get from investing into golf? What is the price of hiring someone to do your laundry? How much are you spending on shoes?
$300 to $500 a month I do.
140,000. I did take on loans.
We're out here in New York City, one of the financial capitals of the world, and we're gonna try to talk to real financial advisors to figure out how they invest. Actually, that'd be illegal. How they invest into themselves, all right? So let's go see who looks like a financial advisor. Excuse me, are you in finance?
I am.
Okay, I was just guessing from the vest, man.
Oh, of course, yeah.
What's your role in finance?
Yeah, I'm a financial planner.
As an advisor, you help people invest, their money. But how have you personally invested into yourself?
I'm big into golf. I do spend a lot of money, and the equipment's pretty expensive. Obviously, if you're traveling to go with friends, like you're paying for Airbnbs.
How much are you investing into golf?
Probably anywhere from like $5,000 to $6,000 a year.
Yeah, less than $500 a month. It's not crazy.
I try to justify it in my head. It's not bad.
What is the value that you get from investing into golf?
It's what makes me happy. Like, one of my favorite places to be in the world is on a golf course, away from my phone and enjoying the present.
What's your name?
Tracy Rinaldi.
How do you invest into yourself?
So one thing that I have invested in for myself, I'm an avid Orange Theory participant. So I attend at least 4 to 5 classes a week, the 5 a.m. classes.
How much are you investing into your health each month?
So Orange Theory, it's about $200 a month. And then also scheduling those classes. If you don't show up to the class, they charge you $15. And to me, I'm pretty money conscious. So that's why I always make sure to get up. I set 2 alarms. I have my gym clothes set out.
All right, let us know in the comments, how are you investing into your health right now? Hey, we're asking handsome guys in button-ups, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I work in finance. I'm a financial advisor.
What are some ways that you've invested into yourself?
I actually enrolled in the CFA program, so that was definitely a big investment that I put into myself and definitely was worth it.
How much did you invest into the CFA program?
I don't know, definitely a couple thousand at this point.
What made you confident enough to put in a couple grand into a program like that?
I've always been someone who wanted to take risks on themselves, and I was just screw it, it's a fantastic program. My best advice is if you want to do something, just take the risk. Why not?
Now, these investments so far have made a lot of sense, but let's see if we can find some more questionable ones. Hey, excuse me, are you in finance?
I am in finance.
How do you invest into yourself outside of finances?
I'm running the New York City Marathon in a few weeks, so just training for that.
What are some of the dollar investments that it took to prepare for a marathon?
Just in terms of running shoes, I mean, when you're running that much, you kind of have to get a new pair of shoes every couple weeks. And also just the marathon itself costs about $300 to sign up for. I'm running through charity. I said to raise about $5,000 for the charity I'm supporting.
Who are you raising money for? What was the cause?
Yeah, it's Shatterproof is the name of the charity. It's an addiction recovery charity that one of my family friends started.
Raised $5,000 for this one. $300 entry fee. How much are you spending on shoes?
I would say I probably get a new pair of shoes every 2-3 months, and it's about $150 for pairs.
Do you pay for a coach as well?
I use ChatGPT to make my initial running plan.
What's the time goal?
I'm trying to break 3 hours.
Dang,
Let's see how it goes.
Dude, cows must be crazy.
Hopefully. I don't know.
Excuse me, do you work in finance?
I do, yeah.
I could tell. Yeah. What's your name?
Ryan.
What is your role in finance?
I work in wealth management, financial advisor.
How long have you been in financial services for?
21 years.
Sheesh. Yeah. It's one big investment you've made into yourself.
There's 2 things that come to mind, actually 3 things that come to mind. Number 1 is I went back to school to get my MBA, and that's been hugely helpful in growing a business. Number 2 is I sat down and I studied and I paid to study for the CFA exam. So getting my chartered financial analyst, that was a huge stepping stone, and again, has really gave me the confidence to continue to move up in this career choice. And then I think the biggest one was I started a business in 2019. I started my own wealth management firm that ultimately got acquired. That was probably the single best investment I've ever made.
What was the cost of going to MBA school?
$140,000. I did take on loans, and I'm really happy that I took on loans because it made me extra hungry to make sure that I truly saw it as an investment.
That's a lot of skin in the game, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of skin in the game. But you know what though? I would say that the best outcomes I've had in life is when I have the most skin in the game.
What were some of the monetary costs, but also the hidden costs of starting your own business?
I left a very steady paying job to basically go to zero income, actually negative income for the first probably year or so.
Any investments you make into yourself on a personal level outside of the business and the career?
I hired a personal trainer 2 years ago, and that was probably one of the most important things I could have done. Look, I'm busy running a business, have a number of clients, I take my job very seriously, but also have to take my health really seriously. When you pay for something, you're committing to something. You're going to show up for it. But I think one of the biggest value adds for my trainer is he always gets me to do just a little bit more that I would not do without my own devices.
That's me in the gym, dude. I'm like, we're squat. Nah. What's the cost of a personal trainer?
The gym membership is $220 a month, I want to say, and I spend probably $500 a month on my trainer.
You look like you're in finance. Are you in finance?
I am, yeah.
Okay. What's your role in financial services?
I'm a financial advisor.
So what drew you to being a financial advisor?
Yeah, I had a journey to get here. I've done a lot of schooling. When I moved to America, I had to cross-qualify and everything. So I did the CFP. I had to write a bunch of exams to get the CPA here. So I've done a lot of education to get this.
Where are you from and when did you move to the States?
I'm from Cape Town, South Africa. I moved here in 2020.
So outside of investing into school and education for yourself, what are some other ways that you've invested into you?
I mean, one of the dumbest things I do, which I think is the greatest, is I get someone else to do my laundry. I've always been very tight on finances, and I realized that I work really hard and my time's really valuable.
What is the price of hiring someone to do your laundry?
My wife and I, we probably pay between 50 and 60 bucks a week for our laundry, and that includes everything. We don't do anything ourselves. We do live in an apartment with no laundry facilities, but once I did it, I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
What are some other ways you've bought your time back?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think a big one is I'm a huge traveler. I would always public transport everywhere. That's the way you travel, right? And as I got slightly older, I realized if I'm going away for a weekend and I need to get from the airport to the center of town and I only have 48 hours in the place, take the cab. It feels like it's a lot of money at the time, but relative to the amount of time you have, best money you could ever spend.
Are there other investments you've made?
I met my wife in South America. She's American. I was living in South Africa. Pretty big investment is upping your whole life and moving across the world and starting up again. Costs a lot of money because it's a lot of downtime and a lot of requalification. And nothing's better than relationships, right? That's what life's for.
100% worth it, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, do it 10 times over.